All right. Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm good. Are you a fan of the heat?
You know what? I moved here from living in Vegas for almost 5 years.
Oh, wow.
So yes, but with the humidity, that's the one thing that's
It's rough.
not the best. Yeah,
I
it
can
is.
agree with that. I like heat. I don't like humidity.
Yeah.
All right. Who are you?
I'm Julius Nicoy. I'm a drag king here in Brooklyn.
Lovely.
Most people would probably call me like the 70s guy, but I do a lot more than that.
Can you tell me about your career?
My drag career?
Yeah.
So I'm fairly new to the drag scene. I've been in Brooklyn for a little over a year and a few months.
Okay.
And it's been great so far. Like I've had some really fun shows that I've been a part of. There is a even bigger king community than I realized, which is amazing. So I'm just happy to be a part of it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what community means to you?
Basically like finding your people and finding the people that understand you, support you in just about everything that you do. Community supports you in everything that you do, and you can continue to grow and evolve your community. It's not always just a tight knit as much as historically that could be the case, depending on where you're from, where you're going to. But I would really say it boils down to who your tribe is and who you find family in.
Cool. Is there anyone in your life that was an inspiration to you, whether it's in the drag community or in your queer community?
My inspiration has always been Lady Gaga. She's not directly in my community, of course, but just artistically, she's someone I've always looked up to, and someone who's accomplished a lot. And so I really love that. I'm gonna keep it at that because I don't think there's anyone else at the moment.
What do you mean?
I don't think there's anyone else that I'm finding inspiration from beyond. But here in the drag community, I find a lot of inspiration from.
Yeah. While we're here, who is your queer awakening?
My queer awakening was I had a few.
Okay.
But the one that I am highlighting for the show, at least, is Natasha Lyonne.
I love her.
Which ironically is not a queer person.
I did hear about that.
A queer ally, for sure. Natasha Lyonne is probably my queer awakening or my queer inspiration from a film standpoint, at least just because of maybe just the roles that she played. Specifically, the one that caught my attention to her, at least, was from Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
And that was actually around the time that I was coming out and discovering who I was, pretty late in college. So I feel that character was definitely obviously more of the sapphic, persona that obviously captured a very interesting perspective in a women's prison. So I think that was really interesting, and watching her other characters in future films and shows, it kind of carries through that.
Do you have any characters that inspired a gender awakening?
Not particularly, just because I am very confident and kind of been comfortable in my gender identity from the beginning. I actually took a few classes in college that really explored gender and identity from a few different lenses, and I think through that actually helped me solidify my confidence in that.
Okay, cool. Is there anything that you want people to know about you or your act, like a message or something important to you?
So what I would want people to know about Julius is that he's an amalgamation of a bunch of different identities.
Okay.
Specifically Black, queer, even kind of stemming from a feminine like women's movement plays. And so I combine all of that, and specifically, like, you know, my Black identity, that's very important, specifically in the New York drag community, just because there isn't a whole lot of representation there. So it's important that I exist, and that it's important that Julius kind of is that mixture to kind of show like that there's more than just one type of drag king, one type of drag performer, and like you can mix like masculinity, femininity, and the history that comes with drag and this art form together.
Wow, that's well said. Cool. Well, thank you
Thank
for
you.
talking with me.